questions for Coach Huggins.
So, Bob, offensively, just good shots that wouldn't fall, or did you not like the shots to begin with?
We seemingly miss more two-footers than any team in American history. And we'll make shots. We had shots. Wasn't like we didn't have shots. We just don't make them. But it's hard to make a shot from 2 feet or 4 feet or 8 feet if you're not looking where you're shooting it. And as much as we've talked about it, as much as we've drilled about it, we still don't look at the rim. It's hard to get it in if you never get it over the rim. It has to go over the rim before it can go in.
Bob, what are your impressions of Grady Dick?
Well, obviously he's extremely good. I don't know, did he miss a shot? Didn't seem like he did.
Sequence at the end of the first half, you guys had cut it to 5, seemed to have some momentum, but then they got the foul, and I mean, 2 points may not seem huge, but it seemed like the momentum turned. Did it feel like it at that point?
Well, when you're playing a number 1 ranked team in the country, everything's important. Every pass that you throw, that you make your guys turn your hands over, hurts you. Every time you dribbled off your foot, every time you miss a wide open cutter, hurts you. We didn't make shots. Their best player, their All-American, made shots. Our guys didn't.
You have to go back to this is the basketball, this is the basket. You know, go back to the beginning and restructure or whatever it is.
I don't know, Bob, you know. You know, when you're flunking a class, you study more, or you continue to flunk the class. If you continually don't make a shot, if you continually aren't consistent at the free throw line, if you consistently don't make shots from where you know you're going to get shots from, you're probably going to flunk the class. I don't know. I don't know why it don't bother them when they miss shots and they don't respond with coming back. I mean, you're not overexerting yourself to shoot free throws, especially when you got managers in there rebounding for you. I thought we had solved that problem. Obviously, I was wrong again.
Coach, this had been a team that had, in recent games, had begun to rebound the ball better, more efficiently, but obviously Kansas kind of turned that around tonight. Is that maybe one of the more disappointing aspects to the game?
Justin, our best rebounder today hasn't played.
Right.
No, I promise he's going to play a whole lot more. But, you know, when you tell your bigs for 5 days, you have to get under the screener. You have to get under to stop the roll. And they continually roll for baskets. You're not paying a whole lot of attention, obviously.
Jimmy looked like he had a chest concern. I mean,
I don't know. He had something. Jimmy's not going to Jimmy's not going to just give up. I don't know. There's something wrong. I don't know what it is.
Bob, among your struggles offensively, Eric was cold.
Cold.
So do you need him just a shooter to keep shooting, or at some point does he have to back off?
You know, the best way when you're struggling to make a shot is to make a shot. But again, you're not gonna break that by missing shots from 2 to 5 feet either. See the ball go in, it helps. Sure, it helps.
Did he have a bad game, or is it maybe, I'm not saying coincidental, but you put this against what he's been through the last couple of days, I imagine that he could be feeling some pressure too. Yesterday he seemed like it wasn't a concern for him, but I don't know what you observed.
Mike, I don't know. How am I supposed to know what he thinks? I don't know.
Any other questions for Coach Huggins?
Yeah, beginning of the game, they make a bunch of threes in a row. It didn't seem like you were too happy with how you defended those things. Did you guys have a plan to do differently there that wandered, or did they just make shots over your guys?
They made shots early. I think the thing that early that really stood out, it was multiple guys making shots. It wasn't just a guy or two. It was multiple guys making shots. And Mike, we don't guard. We don't guard for all the stuff that we do in practice and so forth. We don't guard. Let me ask you this. If you had a guy who was 4 for 19, would you tell him keep shooting? You know, if you did do that, you're going to have a whole lot of pissed off other teammates. I can tell you that.
Coach, thank you.
Yes, sir.